say right?
It was two-a-days, man. This is old school day. Right? And this morning was more of a run emphasis. This afternoon, and we were full pads. This afternoon, we were more pass emphasis. It's good competition, offense, defense. We've got some good work with our special teams. We've changed how we're working on special teams. We're getting the best on one side against the best of the rest. So our special teams drills are a lot more competitive too. So, and that has to do with we got free backs that really want to be on the scout team to try to help those special teams out. Therefore, we'll get better by allowing those guys, those three backs who have been starters, to work on them. So there's a lot of good competition this morning and this afternoon. We got better, but again, still a long ways away from where we need to be at.
Did they bounce back this afternoon? I know in the past that's what you looked for. Is did they come out with energy the second time around?
They did. You know, I mean, it's not as thick heated in here. I think the atmosphere in here is a lot better since we've changed the surface. The attitude's a lot better since we've changed the surface, and I think we get a lot more done since then. Before the surface was one of those surfaces that was worried about getting hurt. It's just the facts. And I think now when we come in here, we get a lot better work. So therefore, this afternoon was a lot better practice.
Speaking of injuries, have you had any significant ones?
We haven't. We have not. You know, little bumps and bruises, but nothing that a guy would miss Saturday. One guy that lost, we thought lost a little bit too much weight in the morning time, so we held him, but that was it. It was very minor.
Somebody was asking me the other day, who would you qualify as your fastest guys? Maybe football, whether it be track, lining up and running a 40, or whether it's football speed type.
Marco would be one of those guys. Nellums. We got some team speed. I mean, I base speed on position. Not so much who's the fastest guy in 40, but do they run well for their position? Larry Warford runs well for his position. They're not going to beat anybody in 40 than any of those other guys.
Unless the ice cream truck is out there.
Matt Smith. But I mean, we got speed for our positions, but we also have some guys that can really run. Also run like the guys that we got to play against.
What do you think with the tight ends?
Tight ends, we ask the tight ends to do a lot, especially Ronnie Shields. He's the guy he's our guy that we're moving all over the place. He's playing some slot receiver, Texas receiver. So they ought to be able to do that because they've been here all the time. The guys in that group have been starters or have played a lot of football around here. So we're asking a lot of those guys. We've got to. It's been said, hey, why don't we use the tight end? We do use tight end. He's on the field. He's being used. Okay, but it's his job to separate. A lot of times he is the number one option. It's his job to separate and make the play when the ball is coming to him. So we would like to be able to call more of our game with the tight end. With two of them, we possibly could. So, but it depends on how they develop and how the receivers continue.
Do you like what you're seeing from your quarterback so far, and what are you seeing exactly?
I like the leadership. That's the thing that you see now. But again, it's just way too early because of, again, still installing. I like to see Saturday and see how each one of them move the team. And I'm not talking about the first two. I'm talking about all four of them. How well they move the team. And not just move the team, but we moved the ball a little bit last year. I'm talking about getting the ball in the end zone. Okay, moving the ball from point A to point B. Point B is the touchdown or field goal.
Joker, who, offense, defense, whatever, special teams, who are you most eager to see in a game-like scenario on Saturday?
I'm most eager to see probably DeMarco Robinson. Again, every time we've been in the stadium, he's made a play. I hope that continues. We need him as a big play guy for us. It's so hard to drive the ball the length of the field. You have to have some big plays in your repertoire. Therefore, he's got to be one of those guys that can help us.
Have you seen other guys who've got big play potential besides
A
DeMarco?
couple of those young guys, they're really, when the ball's in the air, they're young, angry guys. That's what you have to be, you know. That's what we've had around here. Guys that when the ball's in the air, they're angry. It's theirs, you know. And those two guys are really guys that have athletic ability and they attack the football. So I'm looking forward to see how they perform, you know, on the practice field and taking it to the stadium. That's important. Yeah, that's important how if they can take it there.
DeMarco obviously has talent, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. Do you worry about him at all getting off the line of scrimmage, being able to get open against bigger defensive backs?
Quicks. I think he has enough quicks, and I think we line him up in enough different spots that you can't always say, all right, we're going to press him. He's inside sometimes, he's outside on both sides. He's becoming a guy that you can depend on. He made a 4.0 this summer, okay? And I didn't get a chance to announce that to the team, but that's a huge step. It's a huge step for a guy that came in last year and didn't always understand how to do things the Wildcat way, which is the right way all the time. He did the right thing some of the time, but he's now starting to understand how to do things right all the time. And it starts over in the classroom. It starts over across campus. That's what we preach. We're trying to make sure that these guys are well-rounded men when they leave here. And you have to be able to do it all the time. Okay.
Thank you.